Guys, it's Sadhana Udar from Extra Coding YouTube channel. So friends, in today's video, we're gonna learn how to work with files. So here I have a file, see myfile.txt, and here's some text written in it. Okay. Now here, let's see how can we read and work on this file. Okay. So here, first, I will make a variable f is equals to open. So open method is used for opening a file. So here we can open a file, and then in strings we will give my file dot txt. Okay, and after this we'll give the mode of this file. So R for read mode and W for write mode. In read mode we can read the file, and write mode we can write the file. Okay, so here if I do not pass anything, by default the mode of my file will be read mode. Okay, now for reading a file we can write f dot read, and here we can just print whatever, wait a second, whatever Python has read from my file. So I'll just print that, right? So here, see, hello everyone, this is Extra Coding YouTube channel. Please like, share and subscribe, right? So this was read method, and this is how we read. Now if I again write this line, let's just copy it and paste it here. So if I run it, see, it is there only one time, right? So do you know why it is there only one time? Because here when Python was reading my file, so here it started from here, this place, and at the end when it is done reading the file, the cursor here is here at this place. So now after this cursor position there is no any other text, so that's why it cannot read any further, and that's the reason it hasn't printed anything. So hope this is clear to you. So here that's why it is not printing anything, because the cursor is at last position. We can also check the position of our cursor, so we can just print f dot tell. So f dot tell. So tell method will tell me what is the position of my cursor. See, here it is 96. So here I can just write it something like this so that it's more better. Cursor position. See, cursor position is 96. And if I copy it and paste it before this file dot read, so see, first my cursor position was 0, and then after reading it my cursor position is 96. This is cursor position. Okay, and this is how we see what is the position of our cursor. Okay, now here we can also assign the position using seek method. So here we can just write f dot seek 0. Okay, now just let me copy it and paste it here as well as here, and let me just comment this out. Okay, so here see, first my cursor position was 0, and then after it printed it read everything, then my cursor position was 96. So here it is printing 96 two times because I have written here 2 times. So let me just remove this one. Okay, now if I run it, wait a second. See, so first position was 0, and then after reading everything the position is 96. And then after seek method, as you can see, I have given the position to be 0. So the cursor position is 0, and then after reading everything, the cursor position, let me just cut it and paste it here. After reading everything, the cursor position will again be 96. So hope this is clear to you. Now here, instead of 0, suppose I pass 10. So see, here the position was 0, and then after reading everything, the cursor position was 96. And now as you can see here, it is from YONE of everyone. Okay, so it is starting from YONE because my cursor position was 10. So here if I see, so see 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, and this one is 10. That's why it's starting from YONE. Hope this is clear to you. Now let's see read line method. So if I print f dot read line, so here let me just change the cursor position. So here let me just again do it 0. So you'll see hello everyone, right? This is the first line. Wait a second guys. Okay, so let me just copy it and paste it 3 times. Now if I'll run it, you'll see hello everyone, this is extra coding, please like, share and subscribe. So there are 3 different lines. Okay, so read line reads the one line at a time. Okay, now let me again f dot seek 0, and then if I print f dot read lines, that was read line and this is read lines. Okay, so don't get confused. So in read lines there is a list and there are 3 strings inside the list, as you can see here. So read lines print, or we can say return the file like this. So hope this is clear to you. Now after this, so as you can see here, we have done a lots of work here, but if I want to close my file, so I can just write f dot close. Now if you'll try to read the file here, print f dot read, so you won't be able to read the file now because your file has been closed. C. Value error. IO operation on closed file. Okay. So hope this is clear to you that we cannot work on file after it is closed. So well, it won't throw any error if the file is not closed, but it is a good habit to close the file after you are done working on it, because if the file will be opened, then it will occupy space in the memory. So it's a good habit to close the file using the file name in which your file is stored and then dot close. Okay. Now one more thing, f dot closed. So if I write print f dot closed, so here it will return false. Wait a second. Oh, okay, so it's saying that bool object is not callable. So here we can just write it like this. We do not have to call it. So app dot closed. See, false. Because here my file is not closed, right? But if I print the same statement after f dot close, you'll see that it will return true, because now my file has been closed after this statement. So hope this is clear to you. So here let me just write opens the file, and here default mode is read mode. Okay, tells the position of cursor, and here it reads the file and changes the position of cursor, and here read line reads one line at a time. Okay, and here reads the lines and return in list, or it returns a list. Okay, and here f dot close closes a file, and here it checks if file is closed or not, and it will give the output in true or false. Okay, now here whatever you are doing, we can do it using with block as well. So here let me write with block. So here we can just write with open, and here we can pass the name of our file. So my file dot txt. Okay, and after that as f. Okay, so here your file has been opened, and now you can work on your file, and the variable will be f. Okay, because your file has opened as f. Okay, now you can do all of these functions afterwards. And here the thing is that you do not have to close it. So here if you write f dot read, so let me just print it, print, okay. So see, here it has read the file, okay, and it has printed like the way this was doing here, okay. But with block is more better because we do not have to close the file afterwards. So here works the same way as f equals to open, and here we can give the my file dot txt, okay. But the thing is, you no need to close the file, okay. So let me just write it in a new line. Right. So hope this is clear to you with block. Okay, so guys, now let's see how to write a file, okay. So here as you can see that we have only read the file, right. So here we will see how to write the file. So writing a file we will do with the help of with block, because I think you are now already know that how to use this f equal to open this method. But now let me show you how to work with block, okay. It's not much different. The only difference is the line, and we do not have to close the file, okay. Rest all is just the same way. So here if I write, okay, so here as you can see with open my file.txt is already written, and the only thing I have to do is I have to write w here, okay, because by default it was in read mode, so here I have to write w. Now if I run it, see, unsupported operation, not readable, because as you can see we have opened the file in w mode, or you can say write mode, and here we are trying to read the file, so that's why it is throwing the error. So here what I have to do is, here we have to write print f dot write, and here we do not have to print it because we are writing in my file. So here print dot write, okay. So here let me write love yourself the way you are, okay. So here if I save it and see my file dot txt, so just wait a second. So let me just run it, okay. So now if I see my file, see, love yourself the way you are, okay. Now as you can see that my previous data has been deleted and only the new one is there, right? So write mode will delete the previous data and will write the new data. Okay, now here as you can see that there is no file named myfile1. So here if I write myfile1.txt and run my program, see myfile1.txt has been created, and see here's the message, right? So if the file is not there, write mode automatically makes the file by itself. Okay, but now here if I do not want to change, do not want to delete the previous data and want to write some more data in my file, so what can I do is here instead of write mode we can write a mode, that is append mode. Okay, so here if I write do whatever you love. Okay, now here if I run again, wait a second, let me just run it. Okay, so here it will be in myfile1.txt. Okay, because right now myfile1.txt is there, that is opened. So here as you can see here, after this line, just after this line has been added, right? So if you don't want it to write here only, so you can write it something like this \n, so it will create a new line for this, and see now the next message is do whatever you love in next line. So here let me just remove it and remove it as well. Okay, now if I'll run my program, see do whatever you love is in next line. Okay, now just like append mode we can also use r plus mode. Okay, so let me just write here, wait a second, w is write mode, delete previous data and write new data. Okay, then we have a, that is append mode, and here it adds new data to the previous data. Okay, so it just adds the new data to the previous data only, and then we have r plus mode, and that is read and write mode. Okay, so in this mode we can write as well as read. Okay, and there was one more, that was read, so read mode. Okay, so here this reads the file. Reads the file. Okay. So now let's use our plus mode. So here our plus mode. Now here we can write the file as well as read the file. So f dot read. So wait a second, r plus should not have any space, that's why it is throwing the error. Okay, so here, okay, so here we haven't printed anything, so print, and here now if I'll run it, you'll see in my file do whatever you love is there, and then see, right here it is also. Okay, so here, and as you can see I've run it 2-3 times. So here see, do whatever you love, do whatever you love, it's printed 2-3 times, right? Okay, so this was how to write files, and in r plus mode you can read as well as write, and here as we have used with block we do not have to close the file. Okay, now if I want, suppose I have two files, my file and in which I have love yourself the way you are, and then here let me just remove these lines. Okay, now we have this one. Now if I want to read my file.txt and append the text of my file.txt to my file 1, so how can I do that? So here it's really simple. All we have to do is with open my file.txt, okay, as f1, okay, and then after this I'll open another file, open my file 1, my file 1.txt, so 1.txt, and here I will open it as, so I do not have to open it because it is already in read mode, and here I will write append mode as f2. Okay, now after this we'll write f dot write, and what will it write? It will write whatever. So here I will write f2 dot write because the name of my file is f2, and whatever it will read from f1, it will write in f2. Okay, now if I run it, you'll see love yourself the way you are has been appended to my file. Okay, so here what it has done is it has read the file, that is f1 my file.txt, and then the text that it has read has written to f2. Okay, so that was how to read from one file and write to other file. Okay, so right, that's it for today's video. See you soon in my next video, guys. Thank you so much for being with me till the end of the session.